Hello, world.
I heard some scratching going on with the theme song. Did y'all hear scratching too?
It's me.
It was like, give it la. I'm like, what?
Yes.
No, it was. I think Oz had some freaking ear. Hey.
I wasn't even on that DJ set. How y'all do that on me?
We need to get you a little louder. DJ Superstone, you need to be a little louder. Okay. So
I could be as loud as I want to be.
Yeah. Yes. Bring the animal out.
Let's go. DJ Superstone.
So how's you guys' weekends going?
The kids out of school virtual until January. A lot of North Carolina schools, the parents have opted for the kids to go back to school because a lot of parents are saying they don't have childcare. They have to go to work. They don't have anywhere to bring their kids. Food, they don't have money to give their kids lunch every single day, where kids get their lunch at school. Kids, say by the time they get home to their parents, kids are asleep. Kids do their homework and they go to sleep. So teachers are really parents at the end of the day. Like, this is showing parents, like, do you know how much the teachers really have to sew into your child from 8 to 4? Like, it's a lot. But kids cannot go to school and function as children. Even high schoolers, that's hard.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It's close to impossible.
But what happens, but seriously, parents are talking about the food. What happened to making a big meal top of the week and eating it the whole week?
Exactly.
Like a great
right.
Like back in the day.
Lasagna or some spaghetti or something.
Yes. Or some soup.
Sandwiches. What the
soup, a big soup over rice.
A big soup.
That sounds good.
A gumbo of soup.
Soup.
Yes.
Soup. Oh, that's her favorite.
Salad. Come on, let's get it together. Yes. I'm not a parent, but I'm for life. And I would not want my children to go to school. I will homeschool their ass.
Exactly. So a lot of people are working at that homeschool situation, because the homeschool, I feel like a lot of parents have transferred their kids to homeschool. Like, my baby gonna be at the house learning. And I love those parents. Parents out there who are homeschooling their kids, shout out to you.
Shout out to you guys. I think it's a beautiful thing. You gotta go in survival mode when the survival mode is needed, correct?
Yes. A lot of nannies have been hired. A lot of people have gotten jobs to be nannies, to show up at people's houses while people go to work and work with people's children. I commend anybody who is giving opportunities to nannies right now, because that has given a lot of people work. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's amazing.
But I wanted to say out of that, because kids are home, my business during the pandemic has blossomed. I was forced to incorporate my business over the pandemic. I am incorporated and I am a nonprofit now.
Which is so amazing.
Yeah.
I was booked in March. When the pandemic hit, I got booked with 8 bookings over this whole couple of months, because people were like, I got a wedding, I'm getting married. They booked me for weddings. I got booked for birthday parties, virtual parties, because people were so closed up in the house, like, oh, I got to figure out how to do something fun.
Yes.
Like, boom, I got the fun, virtual fun, let's go.
Right.
So I think it's so dope, that we can work that out with our businesses. You know what I'm saying? And so, but theater, in March, my play got shut down because of the pandemic. I was doing a 10-city tour that got canceled.
Right.
Wow.
Shut down. Did y'all know that?
Yes, I knew.
Concerts. Artists are fighting for what is next. They've been coming out with singles. That's why WAP did so good because they can't go do no concerts. You know, all types of. Have you heard anything, DJ Superstone, about the Broadway? It went from being shut down until June of this year, and now they are shutting it down till March. Woo! And again, they're saying now June.
Now, why I knew it was going to be that bad is because we had to look at what Mark Zuckerberg was doing with Facebook. And being that he said, I'm not doing nothing until 21,
wow,
that was the caveat to say, nah, don't plan nothing this year. This year's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
He knew something different.
That is crazy.
He knew something different. That's why I'm not surprised on how the world is moving right now.
Right.
Wow.
That's bananas.
It's a bit scary, everybody, but we have to actually kind of conform to something that we've never had to do before.
Right.
It is a bit scary for me.
We've been doing that for 7 months.
We've been doing it for almost freaking 8 months.
Yeah. Now
7 to 8 months. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm curious, Jamelle, with you being a voice teacher, how has the pandemic affected your students? And has it stopped your lessons, or has songwriting has it gotten increased, decreased? Like, how is that during this time?
I actually made so much money during the pandemic.
Wow.
Parents, you know how many kids I have now? Students I have right now, still, it's insane.
Right.
So profits went up, you know what I mean? People still wanting backgrounds and songwriting and all of that. So it stopped maybe for a minuscule second. Then it just did this whole boost, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Incredible. So it did good on my end.
Right.
So it kept me going, whereas if I didn't have that stuff to do, I would have been in thought.
Right.
So it kept me going. It really kept me sane.
That's dope. That's dope.
Great thing. Yeah.
Was there any time either one of you just felt like, I don't want to be creative? Like your mental capacity was just like, you know what? I don't even want to be creative. Or and maybe have days where you were just extra creative.
Right.
You know
Morgan, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I've been less creative because we're going through having to deal with having to vote.
Oh.
That's what hurts me more, because I have to watch what's going on around me.
Yes.
And it stagnates what it is that my decisions are.
Wow.
Woo! That's so understandable.
That
so
is
confusing. So, oh my God, so awkward.
Because I love having an empty template and going, all right, I'm going to create right now.
Right.
But then I'm listening to Puffy talk. I'm listening to everybody else talk, and it's too much because it's to the wire right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
And what do we do? What do we do?
Wow.
Are you asking us what do we do, or you're putting it out there as a?
I'm just putting it out there to say, what do we do?
What do we do?
I can't say, because we don't want this to be a political channel.
Right.
But it's,
Hey, give me my iPad right there.
Hello.
Our guest is here.
Hello. Who is here? Is that Lelund Durond?
This Lelund Durond. His
he
mic
got
is
4 minutes, but we good.
Okay. All right. Well.
So guess what? We want to find out who Lelund Durond Studios is and what he is bringing to the table, to the world. For those that do know him, y'all are in for y'all know how dope he is. For those that don't, you are getting ready to meet an artist who is just has a plethora of different things that he is doing in the world. And it's so important for the artists to sow into the world at this moment. The pandemic is really, really forcing us to figure out our purpose. I think I have really dove into my purpose at this time. But after I read this bio, I am going to ask DJ Superstone to bring our guest in with some dopeness.
Oh,
I got a song.
Okay. So we are going to hear this awesome bio. I am all ears right now.
So, Lelund Thompson is the founder of Durond Studios. He enjoys using his skills as actor, acting coach, photographer, writer, and director to tell stories that heal and capture people in their best light. After studying acting at North Carolina A&T State University, Aggie Pride, and Case, which is Cleveland Playhouse's MFA program, he started his career as a professional actor in New York while also working regional, off-Broadway, and international shows in theaters and venues like the Cincinnati Playhouse in the Park, Actors Theater of Louisville, and the Sons Diver Festival in Paris with iconic American artist Melvin Van Peebles. I think you did some work in this one. Yeah. If I mispronounce some stuff, it's because my Shaniqua is coming out. Yeah, she left school in 6th grade. Okay, here we go. So in 2010, he discovered his passion for photography. Since then, his photos have been featured in publications like the New York Times, LA Times, People Magazine, GQ, and Playbill. He's enjoyed capturing artists from Ricky Martin to Sting, Daniel Radcliffe to Danielle Brooks, Cynthia Erivo, Corey Hawkins, and many of New York's and Hollywood's most talented artists. Woo! We not done, y'all. We are not done.
Insane.
One of his favorite survival jobs. Now, survival jobs, I'll be calling that my hustles. Survival jobs, I got a new word now.
Absolutely.
He was the on-camera guy at one of the biggest talent agencies in New York for minimum wage. Wow. Ooh. He combined his love for coaching and videography to help many of the clients book their dream roles in theater, television, and film. After being denied a raise, y'all listen to this, after being denied a raise and told that he should be happy to work for the agency. What? He chose to launch his own company. He chose to launch his own company after list. Come on, y'all.
Okay.
Come on in the room.
Okay, we got to talk about that.
In 2014, he founded the Lelund Durond Studios, attracting and securing clients projects like Diane Guerrero and Joyvonne Wade in Doom Patrol, which is on HBO Max.
Amazing.
Rada Blank, Sundance 2019. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Rada Blank.
Yes. Okay. Which was a directing award winner for the 40-year-old version. Yes, coming to Netflix. And Respect, the upcoming MGM feature film about the life of Aretha Franklin, featuring clients Jennifer Hudson and Marlon Wayans. That is huge, y'all. This bio is amazing. And in 2016, the world famous Apollo Theater, listen to this. The world famous Apollo Theater, in collaboration with the Classical Theater of Harlem, premiered the an original holiday musical that he wrote with special Tony Award recipient Jason Michael Webb. Respect's executive music producer. Y'all listening, right? Come on in right now. Jason and Lelund are currently writing a new musical called Wildflower, being developed by the National Black Theater in Harlem, New York. Lelund Durond Studios. Woo!
Oh my gosh.
Yes. I'm so excited. We're gonna have to give you some music.
Jamelle.
I thought we was gonna play music before we got to that.
Okay, let's get a song in. Let's get a song in.
For Lelund's entrance.
Yes.
Don't know if you got a girl. Don't mean to disrespect, but all of you rule my world. I even dream of you, I swear. Visions of you. See you all around my way. Been meaning to say hi, but I'm just way too shy. I gotta make you see this is more than just a silly crush. And I wonder if you even notice me. You gotta feel me. When I'm your girl, just wanna be your girl. All alone at night, I harbor feelings for you, holding my pillow tight. Sometimes I even catch myself imagining your pleasure, baby. Next time I see you, I'm gonna walk right up to you and say what's on my mind. I gotta make you see this is more than just a silly crush. Wonder if you even notice me. You gotta feel me.
I love it. That was some vibes.
Who was that?
That is Tiandra Moses.
Oh,
Woo!
Fire.
Bye.
Fire.
Yeah.
Leland, how are you?
More. Jamelle. So good to see you, ladies. DJ Superstone.
That's
so
me.
nice to
Thank
see
you.
you all.
What's happening?
Chilling. After, Morgan just played the reading of my bio, I feel so confident right now. Like, I don't think anyone's ever given that much life to my bio. So thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Very inspiring for me as an artist, like to hear your story, even in your bio, some of the things that you went through to get to the next thing, you know. So thank you for sharing your bio.
Please, thank you for having me. Thank you, ladies, for having me. I'm inspired by you both. Even the fact that you've created a platform to inspire others and is amazing. So I'm honored to be here. Like, this is like a full circle moment to me, and I'm sure we'll have many more. So so excited to engage in conversation. Yes, y'all look fabulous.
Thank you very much. So do you.
So Jamelle has some awesome questions because you and I actually went to undergrad together. So I'm not going to take up this whole show, honey, because you know I will.
We got a lot to talk about, Morgan Moore.
Yes, we do.
Morgan,
so Jamelle, we want our guests to learn something from you tonight. We want them to get knowledge from you. So Jamelle,
let me ask, where does your creativity stem from?
Wow. Okay. Well, my creativity, I feel, stems from just my family, my surroundings, my environment, what I'm taking in. You know, a long time ago, we did a show at A&T called Gospel Night. And there was a sermon in Gospel Night that said, what you take in must come out, right? So I feel like I have everything that I've been taking in, conversations with friends, ups and downs in life, the way my parents raised me, my own trials and tribulations. That's where my art basically stems from. Most of the time when I'm telling stories, people say, write what you know. And the stories that I'm engaged as a writer with right now are telling the story of, loss, grief, how to move through and get past grief, you know. And that's something that we're all dealing with right now in this time. That's what our holiday musical, The First Noel, is about. And also, after dealing with loss, you know, seeing signs, being awakened to signs, to the fact that the universe, God, the ancestors are all giving us signs to help lead and guide us. So Wildflower is about those signs. So those are the things that are inspiring my creativity right now as a writer. And as an actor, and an acting coach, I'm being inspired by the great Viola, my own personal training, Tom Hanks, Denzel Washington, Jeffrey Wright, you know, yeah, inspired by all of them. That's where my creativity is coming from.
Huge. Come on, huge, Lelund. Your bio, your resume is insane to me, and I just want to congratulate you on all of that. From here until infinity. So it's amazing. It's so good to know you.
Oh, it's good to know you. Know to you both. Hey, we're all out here hustling, you know, faking it till we make it, showing up in the best way we can, with the desire, the objective to inspire, enlighten, to lift, encourage, to give it life. That's what we're all doing. That's what you're doing.
That's a fact. Say it again.
Give it life.
Say it again.
Life, honey.
And what Lelund just said, what just inspired me is show up the best way that you can.
Yeah.
How deep is like that? Like that almost brings tears. Like show up the best way that you can. Through all that you go through, you still show up.
Yes.
Give yourself the yes. Give yourself a yes. If you don't give yourself a yes, how can you expect anybody else to?
You gotta say that.
It's amazing.
This is a ministry. The arts is such a ministry, y'all. You gotta show up and give the world your energy.
Show up and show out.
Show up and show out.
Can I even say one thing that I discovered? Yesterday was your parents' 50th wedding anniversary, who were like my parents in Greensboro. And Morgan, I saw your message. Mr. and Miss Jones.
So much. Sometimes I felt like, dang, am I here?
Wow.
Lelund, they love Lelund. Like it's like embedded. You know, they love you so much. They love you.
I love them. They're like my family. And talking to them last night, I was reminded, and I have to say this right now before we move forward, that, and it's not in my bio because I just realized that I just remembered it whenever I was talking to your parents. But Jamelle, you brought me my very first client as a coach. Woo! You were the one who sowed that seed as you had me on your show today. Huh?
Come in. That's that giving life.
You just shout over there.
That is giving life.
You gave me life.
Is that, and was that Nadia?
It was Nadia in Harlem.
2009.
It was 2009.
2009.
And you brought me Nadia. And that was the moment that I started really zooming in on my craft and trying to work out how I could effectively give back, you know? And so that was a beautiful time, and it really, really empowered me. So thank you for that. I just had to say that.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
you.
Network. The network is so important. Who you know, who your character speaks volumes. Y'all listen to this. He got his first client from Jamelle. And I think that's something that we don't think about, is how we treat people every day. You don't know who's giving you.
Don't burn bridges.
That's gonna go into your bank account for the rest of your life.
Rest of your life.
Don't burn bridges. Morgan, that's right. Don't burn bridges.
That's true, Lynn. That's true. DJs.
Don't step on hey. It might be attached to an asshole. You might have to kiss later.
Ooh.
Wow. The jewels, the nuggets, the jewels and the nuggets that we bring here on Give It Life is amazing. So, Lelund, how did you feel when you hit the next plateau? That next plateau.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So when I hit the next plateau, like honestly, I'm just in it. I'm just in it with the desire to still keep going and still do more. You know, every day my job is like I do a film or I do a television show and then that television show is over. Then I got to work and show up to get another one, right? It's an ongoing cycle. So to me, the next plateau for me personally is really taking another step towards lifting my own projects, my own stories. That's the next plateau. You know what I mean? So that's the next plateau. So that's what I'm working on. I'm still climbing. And of course I was honored. And as I zoom out from like situations like the Apollo, having an opportunity to work with Jason, to get our show First Noel up at the Apollo, to me, I feel like those opportunities came not because I was super talented, but because I was, one, generous, open, loving to my community, and a door opened for me to show up in. And I showed up. So, and it was a lot of hard work. And I think the higher you climb, what you realize, one, is everybody is just doing the best that they can to show up, survive, and lift the work. We hope those who are in it for the good, for the right reasons. Correct. And you realize, especially I think working on other projects as an artist, that, you can get validation through social media by showing people that you are on a set or whatever. But true happiness comes from doing the work. You know what I mean? Doing the self-work. So to me, really, when I reach the next plateau, it's going to be about me being super balanced mentally and physically, showing up in the best way to help tell my stories. So that's when I will feel like I really reached the next plateau. And I think the desire there is peace. Peace in knowing that I am serving my community and serving the world ultimately in a way that's healing. So, yeah, the doors that continue to open feel great, but I have been on some of those sets and still not been that happy, honestly. So, but when I find that I'm living in the present moment, I'm in my meditation, I'm working out, eating right, and taking good life fuel in, that's when I feel like I'm on another plateau. Really.
So, Lelund,
and I'm able to enjoy it.
Can I ask you this? Are you only as good as your last placement?
No, I think that I'm as good as I allow myself to be. One, in balance. I can show up well, very well. When I'm rested, I've worked out with my clients, and when I'm really present and listening and I don't have all this chatter, I've done the work to get the space,
Right.
Yes.
That's when
that's what meditation does. Yes.
Yeah. I've always been great. And I say that because we're all great. Sometimes we just get in our way, right? By not doing the work. We allow what's on the surface in life to distract us from our greatness. But when we do the work to clear that stuff out and we really look inside, everything we need is already here. Joy, peace, love, creativity, ideas, whatever, vision, it's all there.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I'm so glad you said that, Lelund, because I struggle with when I'm working on projects and collaborations and partnerships with other artists, and then that's done, and I go work on my own projects. People say, well, are you going to go knock on this person's door? You're going to go get an opportunity? No, I didn't move to Atlanta to get an opportunity from anybody except from creating my own opportunity. And
right.
Does that ever bother you? Do people ever put you in that box? How do you separate that?
Well, I understand. Yeah, people will try to put you in a box, but I feel like, it only comes from their limited view on your life, right? It's a limited view on your life. It doesn't mean anything, and I don't think they really mean any harm. It's just they can only see from their point of view. They don't have all the details. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I look at the subtext. Their desire is to see me doing well. So if they're saying, hey, aren't you going to go to the next project? Underneath that, I'm hearing, I want you to do well. I want you to go to your next level. So I don't listen to the words. I say, oh, and then maybe I'll say, I say, hey, well, I'm writing, or I'm shooting this video, I'm editing this project, and I'm really excited about it. So
I love that. It's a mental thing. It's a mental, psychological thing that you, as the artist, has to really dig deep inside. Like you said, it's a meditation, it's yoga, it's eating healthy, it's going to the gym and making sure that you are happy with yourself versus what everyone else thinks. And that is something that I have fought with a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I'm not trying to be on TV right now. I'm trying to do my play. I just wrote a whole production. You didn't see it?
Right. Because listen, to be honest, you can book a job, you can just book an acting job and get edited out. Right? You never know. I'm telling you. You can book a job. You can book a job and think you killed it, and it come out and everybody, like say it's not worth anything, But I feel like when you have a goal, when you have a personal goal and you take action and you accomplish that goal, I think that's where we get the most satisfaction because it's connected to purpose.
Yes.
It's what we're here for.
Connected to who?
Purpose.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, it's about your purpose here. We don't want to deal with all of the naysayers, all the blah, 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 blah. It's about your purpose, and it's about how you're going to run your life, how you feel you need to live your life and be calm and be in your peace and be in your realm. That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Vessel, being a vessel, like Jamel, you keep telling me, remember that you are a vessel. You are
deep, man. It is so deep.
All right, y'all. I love it.
And might I add, look at Lelund's skin. Look at how he I mean, he's just glowing.
Yes.
No, y'all. I was just sitting here.
Leland.
No, I was sitting here thinking the same about you ladies. I'm like, y'all look fantastic. You too, DJ Superstone. Everybody up here seems happy.
It's the energy. That's why we got this platform, because our energies connect, and this is what we do.
It's something about the synergy that just keeps it, keeps it on lock. That keeps it on lock.
Yes. Even Oz. Oz is glowing.
And where's Oz at?
Where is Oz?
Where is Oz?
We gotta keep Oz in the background.
Oh, we gotta keep Oz in the back. Okay, keep Oz in the background. But let me ask you, Leland, what are you eating? What do you eat? Are you vegan at this point?
No, well, I just I'm only, as far as meats, only for the past like 3 weeks have I become like the person who just eats fish and vegetables. So for the past 3 weeks, I'm in my fish and I'm in my vegetables and my fruit. I think I'm gonna start eating a little. Oh, hi, Oz.
Hi,
Oz.
You guys, this is a production.
So you are a pescatarian.
We gotta keep Oz in the background.
Hello.
Okay, keep Oz in the back. Okay, keep Oz in the background. But let me ask you, Leland, what are you eating? What do you eat?
Hello.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Mommy, you have to turn your phone down.
Phone call.
My phone is in another room.
Hi, Mommy.
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I am just giving honor to all that wonderful talent on the podcast tonight. And DJ Superstone, you're included because you're an awesome DJ. But I just want to give honor to you all you guys, and I wish you much success. I just see so much creativity here, and it's fantastic, and I feel like I gave birth to all of y'all. And I just want to say I love you guys, and whenever y'all get rich and famous, don't forget Mom. Love you all. Talk to you and see you soon.
Love you more, Mom.
Happy
it's about getting wealthy.
Happy 50th.
Yes, I want some of that money.
Okay, we got you.
Yes.
Okay, and lots of love. Bye-bye.
Lots of love, Mom.
Send me a check.
Okay. I love you, Leland.
I love you more.
Okay. Bye-bye.
So, guys, bye, Mommy. So, guys, we're at 9. So, bye, Mom. So, where are we at this point?
I'm getting ready to ask Lelund about the pandemic and how it has affected. I know he's in the theater realm and television and film. So has it affected work for you, the pandemic, and like creativity wise, and as far as your jobs and working?
Yes. So I wrapped Respect and Doom Patrol in March in Atlanta, and flew back to LA. I decided to spend the pandemic time in LA, which I thought was going to be like 3 weeks. I was looking forward to it because, oh my gosh, I've been working for like 12, 13-hour shifts for months, you know, and I'm exhausted. So I'm looking forward to going back to LA, getting in my loft and just chilling for 2 to 3 weeks. But I didn't know this pandemic was I didn't know, none of us knew that it was going to be this. So it shifted. So
Yeah.
I think as the time went by, I was like, oh, snap. I was sitting in a space where I'm like, okay, we should be out of this soon. And I wasn't working. I was just resting. But then I realized, I said, oh, hold up. I see what's happening. There's an international shift. There is an international pause that's happening so that we as individuals, as human beings, as spirits having this human experience, are having to go in and examine who we really are, what we really want. Where is our life going? Is this the end? Like, we had to examine so many things. So it was really a gift, right? And so how I relate it to my art is, one, in this time I realized that I had an opportunity to reach an even larger audience. People are doing Zooms. People are getting on FaceTime. So my sessions, I had been doing sessions online for years. I was in New York working with actors on set or in their homes that were based in LA over FaceTime. Wow. That's what I had been doing for years. So what it did, it opened my mind up to say, oh, I can have a client in China. I can have a client in Germany. You know what I mean? I can have a client in South Africa. It opened up the market. So I think it's all about how you look at it as an artist. Yes, Broadway has shut down and won't open until next year. But we as artists, especially if we're connected to theater, right, or even television, we know that our job is part-time in the way that we do one show, we tell one story, then we wait for the next. So we need something in between, right? And we need something in between to connect the dots. Yes. So I think this allows artists who didn't have that plan together to figure out, okay, what do I want? What else can I do in order to, one, help produce my career and help produce my own story and help produce my own art, right? So that's what I've been doing during this time, writing. I've said, oh, now people are really looking at their computers and trying to figure out how to learn and grow, even as actors, go to the next level. So I am planning my own, like, Lelund Durond Studios Acting 101 series that you could purchase virtually. So that's what I'm working on. I'm working on that, and I'm working on writing and just really doing a lot of self-care. You know what I mean? Because I do invest a lot in others, which I love and I'm very passionate about. You know, as far as my artist, I know that that's a part of my purpose. It comes easy to me and I love doing it. Right. So, yes, exactly. But in that, I have to put some fuel in my own body, in my own tank in order to give. So that's what I've been doing during this time. And preparing for Respect to come out, getting excited about that. I did get to work on two films virtually. You know, I got to work with Terrence J on a project and an actress named Victoria Clark.
Amazing.
Terrence J is A&T, Aggie Pride. We made that connection, right? And so
we are so enjoying Lelund Durond. I can sit and I can listen to you for eons. I want to thank you so much for coming on. This is part one. We got to get you for a part two.
Okay, I would love that.
So much more to talk about. We love you. We love you so much. We love
you, ladies.
And we can't wait to see tons more.
I'm looking forward. Love you, ladies. So proud.
Yes, thank you so much. I want everybody to go to YouTube, like and subscribe. Periscope, iAccessRadio.com, Mixcloud.
Like.
That's what.
Like, share.
Like, subscribe.
But please like and subscribe on YouTube. Please, iaccessradio.com, everybody.
Go to @Lelund Durond, LELUNDUROND.
Hey, and get into these ladies. They're fantastic. If you have an opportunity to like touch them, be inspired by them.
Never thought I'd know such pleasure. Never thought I'd come to feel the tenderness of your touch, the good taste of your sweet love, the sexiness of your appeal. When you smile, I saw angels. Then all my worries disappeared. You looked at me with your heart, blessed me with your wonder, and heard my future in your end. So wherever you roam, that's where I'll go. However you glide, that's how. Whenever you shine, that's when I'll go. It don't matter the time, baby. Yeah. It was like a trip to heaven, yeah. A fantasy come true. There is no greater wonder. A spell you got me under. Whatever you ask of me, I'll do. So wherever you're from, that's where. However you glide, that's how. Wherever you shine, that's when. It don't matter the time, baby.
Yes!
Love it.
Amazing!
Amazing. Lelund is amazing. I've been inspired by Lelund since undergrad, since we were at A&T together. We were at A&T for 4 years together, and he's always had that energy and like been inspiring since.
Yes!
That was 20 years ago that I graduated from college.
Crazy!
Crazy.
Wow.
And we don't look like 20 years out of college.
Yeah, right? You see that? It seems like people
We don't look like our age.
Oh,
Wow!
y'all look like babies.
Crazy!
It is very
We
bananas.
continue to drink water. We got to continue to keep our minds sane.
I need to drink some water.
That's a fact.
Seriously, continue
That's a
to
fact.
eat right, exercise, but really maintaining this, man. At the end of the day,
And please meditate.
yeah, it's important.
You have to. Clear
It's
your
very
thoughts.
important to meditate.
I said something to my
Meditate.
sister.
Whatever you do to get a calm. Where Allah?